Here comes the star. It's Damian Anderson.
I just started on my quest. Yeah, the world will know my name. I'm excited, I'm obsessed. No one in my way but myself and a test. Yeah, I will be the best. Yeah, I will be the best. Life is just a game. I'll be playing till I rest. I'll be there to claim my own spot among the best. Deep within my mind, I'll put all of you to rest. Cause I will be the best. Yeah,
Hey, welcome to Damian. Hey, and what's up, y'all? Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you all so much. Now, hopefully, I want you guys to sit on down, okay? Just settle on down because we are going to begin the show a little different today because I just want to hop right into Damian's word of the day. All right, so today's word of the day is real. Real. Okay? Real. Before I give my definition of what does real means to me, what does real means to you? And think about it very carefully, y'all. Think about it very carefully because I know the word real means different to a lot of people. But my definition, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet, it means honest, truth, being authentic with yourself, okay? Y'all, I can do an entire show about this seriously because, and I'm going to admit it to myself, yes, I'm Damian Anderson. I'm going to admit it that I have not always been keeping it real. No, because if you guys know me, y'all know I don't like to fake things. That's not me. That's not my type of character. But guess what? I do fake it sometimes. And guess what? Let me say this. Let me just say this for the ones out there. It is okay to fake it here and there. Okay? It's okay. It's according to Damian, it is okay. But don't fake it all the time, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Because like I said on our last week's show, I believe, if you say what you're going to say and what you're going to do, stick to it. Stick to it. Because y'all, I'm a Christian. Yes, I believe in God. But I have been seeing this, not in my, I'm talking about other churches. I'm not even going, well, yeah, let me put mine in there too as well. Because we're not all perfect. We're not all perfect. People say they're going to do what? This and that. This and that. They don't be keeping their words. They don't be keeping their words. And that to me right there, that's not being a real Christian. And right there, you do it all the time. All the time. Now, one or two times, yeah, let it slide. Let it slide. But if you're always saying you're going to do this every freaking time, but you're not doing it, you're not a real Christian. I'm sorry, because real Christians, they don't act like that. Okay? Let y'all, okay, I'm gonna stop right there because this is not a religion type of show, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You all know what I'm talking about. Keep it real with yourself, yourself. Let me go back on that again. Keep it real within yourself, okay? Because if you can't keep it real within yourself, how in the freaking world you going to go out into this world and talking to people, doing whatever you're doing, and you're not being real? You guys know what I'm talking about? Come on. I know I'm talking to somebody out there. Come on now. Because it gives me a headache. I'm going to say that. It gives me a freaking headache when somebody comes to me. They want something from me. They want to tell me this. They want to tell me that. I let it slide. I was like, okay, because y'all know me. I let it slide, do this and that. But then I'm like thinking, wait a minute, Damian, wait a minute. Do you think they're keeping it real with you? Do you think they're keeping it real with you? And I'm going to share, this is an exclusive. Hello. I was in a relationship, you guys. last year. And I'm going to just say that particular relationship that I was in, both of our parties, myself included, and then the other party, we was not keeping it real with each other. I'm going to say that. We was not. And let me talk to you guys out there, because I know we got to go to break shortly. But if you're in a relationship, you have to keep it real with each other. Do you know what I'm talking about? You have to keep it real with each other. You have to tell your partner everything. What do I mean by well, hold on. Well, wait a minute now, because there are some things that you got to keep to yourself. I understand that. That's between you and the man upstairs. I understand that. But then oh my gosh, there are some other things that you need to tell your partner. If you want the relationship to survive, to keep on popping, to keep on going. That unfortunately was not happening in my case, because I myself was not keeping it real with myself and with my partner. And then my partner was not keeping it real with herself and, with me as well. So it's a mixed situation. So at the end of the day, you guys, keep it real, okay? Because if you can't keep it real, there's the door. Don't let it hit you on the way out, okay? I mean what I say on that. Okay. So, let me know, you guys, what does real means to you. We will love to hear your response onto it. All right. And we have to take a break, but up next, you guys, we have our very first daytime exclusive that you don't want to miss. So keep it right here with more Damian. What's up, fam? Scan the QR code on your screen to visit our Instagram. It's time for me to speak on this right now. I am going through a lot, and it doesn't seem like it because I'm always on television looking happy, I'm smiling, I'm laughing, I'm telling jokes, I'm joking with other people, I'm having a good time jamming to the music. But all that smiling and all that laughing and all those jokes are just really covering up. Since March of 2022, I have been down. I have been feeling not myself. My grandmother passed in March of 2022. And ever since then, my life has just been a complete wreck. Like, friendships have been torn apart, and relationships and families, everything of that sort has just been breaking apart. And I have not been the same since 2022. I just don't know.
I have a late night talk show called Late Night Hustle with Prince TJ. I have a game show. I have a sitcom, and I have this podcast now. And I'm doing a lot. I'm dealing with a lot, and I'm going through a lot. And just because a person is on camera and in front of the screen smiling and laughing and having a good time, they could be really covering something up. They could be really covering something up.
Welcome back. Our show today is all about being real and being vulnerable, and our guest is doing just that. Multi-talented host and co-host of the hit radio show, Brian in the Morning, Prince TJ is here in a daytime exclusive, sharing for the first time ever about leaving and ending his run on the late night show, Late Night Hustle with Prince TJ. So everyone, welcome to the show, Prince TJ. Welcome back to the show, Prince TJ, and thanks for agreeing to do this daytime exclusive with us.
Look, thank you so much for having me here back on the Damian show for the 15th time. I love the Damian show here, so thank you for having me back.
Yes, absolutely. Now, before we start, how are you truly doing right now? How are you really doing right now?
Well, right now, the current status that I'm in now, I'm doing fine. I'm doing good. I couldn't ask for a better predicament to be in right now because, I've been through a lot. In the year of 2023, I've been through a lot in the year of 2022. So 2024 so far for me is going good so far.
That's what I like to hear there because, it's 2023, for like most of us was a hard time for us, for a struggle. But so let me seriously ask you this here. Why did you feel you were ready right now to come out publicly about leaving late night? So why was, this the right time to share?
Well, it's crazy because in December of 2023 is when we closed out, the show for the last time. And I actually wanted to go ahead and close it out in May of this year. But, Network production told us go ahead and close it out in December. And I was like, okay, and now I actually thank them now for saying that, because right now, if I would still be on that show right now, the answer the question that you just asked me a few minutes ago, how am I doing now, probably would have been a different answer. So that's why I say, I decided to come to an end. I decided to speak up and say something at that time in December, because it was a lot going on. I'm going to be honest. It was a lot for me. It was a lot, I was in the writing room. I was in the directing room. I was, producing. I was hosting. And alongside doing all of these things that, all the responsibilities that I have on late night, I got to do also in daytime with the daytime shows that I'm producing with, everything, even in radio, I got to be up 5 a.m. in the morning to do a morning show, so it's just like boom, 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 all at once. And so I just never got any sleep.
I can't imagine that. Like, honestly, like if I was in your shoes, because I still don't know how, you was able to do all the things that you was, doing in 2023. And then on top of that, doing a live late night show. Like, that was like
And
that was, I don't know.
when I say, when late night hosts say they don't get any sleep, they're like, well, you're only on for an hour, do your show and go to sleep. Well, that's not the case at all, because when doing a late night show, you also have to prep before the show. That sometimes can take up to the whole time period that can take up from 11 a.m. till live time, till airtime. You have to prep for the show. You also have to, after the show, you don't get to go home and just sleep. After the show, you have to go back into the writer's room and write the next show, prep the next show, prep for the rest of the week. So it's new promos, for the networks, for your show, for everything like that. So it's just like, people don't understand, what hosting really takes. And I think daytime and late night is totally different. Let me just say, even in hosting, not only from watching, but from hosting as well, because I've hosted both before, and they're completely not the same. Not the same at all.
It's different, just like you said, from daytime and then late nights, because it's different. It really is totally different. And let's give a hands clap, you guys, to Prince TJ for the time that you was able to do late nights. I mean, hands clap to you, because I know, I'm saying for myself, I couldn't do that, because just like the things you mentioned, it's really a lot, and people don't understand. It's a lot. It's not just showing up to work, and bam. No, you gotta prep. You gotta do all of this and that, and it takes time and hard work. So I give you props.
Thank you.
Yes. So okay. Right after, your decision, to leave late night, did you ever feel any guilt or regret about it all? About, ooh, am I right? Am I making the right decision? Do I want to leave? Do somebody else want to take my spot? Or what was you thinking at that time?
Well, definitely felt a lot of guilt. Definitely. That's why, I didn't want to go out and say anything, because truth be told, I really wasn't going to return for season 2. Let me just keep that, honest. I wasn't going to return for season 2 because it was just so much. Well, it started really becoming an issue, like once we returned for the show, we returned for the show and then we went on strike. That's when it really became a problem, but I felt a lot of guilt because, Brian Seymour I think he was my successor. No, I was his successor or something like that. I took his job. I took his spot, and, he passed the spot over to me. He passed the throne to me on live television, and so I just felt like Prince TJ in late night, as a late night host, had a lot, big old shoes to fill, because his shoes were big. We all seen before he showed his big old feet on live television. Like, those are some big feet to fill. So I had the pressure every night being in his time slot. They're like, where's late night with Brian Seymour? And then they see Late Night Hustle pop in. And I'm consistently thinking to myself, are they gonna like this? Are they gonna laugh? Are they gonna enjoy this time? So I felt so much guilt because I thought, when I ended the show, the person who gave the throne to me would be, disappointed or, be upset.
Right.
So it's a lot.
And I was just about to say that, like, do you think or know that Brian will be upset with you because he passed it on to you, and now there was 2 seasons of the show, and now it's over. Do you feel like you had let him down by any chance, because he trusted you, to carry on, but things had happened?
Yeah, I honestly, well, I mean, when I shared with him that the show was ending, he was obviously like, "Do what you have to do. This comes first, this and that." But I don't know how he feels deep down. He might feel deep down like, disappointed or upset or anything like that. let down, let down or anything like that. So, I mean, if I were to guess, if I were to assume, absolutely. And if I were in his spot and I passed my throne down to somebody else, I passed the legacy down to somebody else, only for their show to run for 2 seasons, I'd be highly upset as well. Because I'm like, who am I passing down this throne to? You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot. So if I had to guess, I'd probably say yes. He was probably pissed off.
And
I mean, I don't think so, but at that time, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. At that time, absolutely. So I have been noticing like something different about you lately, and it's actually a good thing, Prince TJ. It's nothing bad, because lately I have been seeing, and you guys probably have not, but you are not holding back anymore, which I absolutely love that about you. But why, the sudden change? And, I don't mean that, again, in a bad way, but like, why right now? Like, why right now in this present time?
Because I've been through thick and thin, and you've been there right with me. I had so many shows, so many people coming on and feeling the need to disrespect me, because some people take your niceness for granted, and good old Brian Seymour, who's I've known for about 2 years now. When he accepted me into his company, and let's work, taking nothing for granted. I still keep thanking him for the opportunities that he's given me and given all of us to this day. And so also when people try to play or take him for granted, that makes kind of me upset, because I'm like, dude, what are you doing right now? Because he's giving you all these opportunities to come on, work, grind, share some of this bread with you. Let's get this bread together. But you're taking it for granted. I'm like, I don't like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. And there are so many people that he's welcomed into this company, with open arms. And then they just taking him for granted. Why? There's so many people who's come to this company, been in partnership with this company, just to go around, talk behind his back, and take him and his company for granted. And it's like, for what? For what? Because Brian, he's been nothing, but a good person, throughout all these years. He's been nothing but a good person. So I'm trying to figure out, why are they taking him for granted? Why are they coming to his company talking behind his back? He even offers him shows. I'll give you a show. He gave him a show. Talk behind his back. And this is what I told Brian. And I told him this as a friend. I said, Brian, I hate to tell you, but you're going to have to stop giving anybody and everybody some shows, because so many people are going to take granted of you. They're going to take advantage of you, and they're going to blow it all away, and you're going to give them what they want, and they're going to take it. So you're going to give them a show, they're going to talk behind your back, and they're going to run with it. And Bryce's too nice for that. I can't let that happen. Bryce's too nice for that.
Come on now, you better say it, because I feel, absolutely 100% with you. Because why will somebody come here and then, just like everything you said, talking about him behind his back, right, using him, because he started this. This is his baby right here. Yes. It's his baby, and it means a lot to him, And people just, they don't care. And it's just, why?
And you know why I say they don't care? Because I think they're kind of jealous, because Brian has had this since 2015. He's had so many hit projects happen at this company, and the newcomers that come in who try to have, build their companies up, they only had it for about a year or two, and try to call it a history, try to call it success, try to call it black magic, but in reality, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
It's
I ain't here to shade nobody because this ain't the time and this ain't the place. But I'm just saying, not everybody can do it. Not everybody can make a script, and not everybody can make a whole television script in literally 2 hours. Not everybody can do that. And Brian, I appreciate him because I had my sitcom TJ. He literally told me about that sitcom that night. He said, "TJ, I see you have your own sitcom." I said, "Really?" I said, "Well, let's do it," because I always wanted to act before I wanted to host. I always wanted to be it. So I'm like, let's go ahead and do it. Let's create this long dream that I've had. So he said, "Bet I'm going to write tonight, and we're going to see." And I stayed on the phone with him while he writes, and I was just watching a little old YouTube. I'm thinking, oh, we about to be here for an hour. He about to write this thing. He started at 10, and he ended sometime at 12. I said, who can do anything like that?
That's dedication right there. That's dedication.
A talk show script. I can't even write no type of script in 2 hours. So that's talent right there. I give him his props.
Yes, let's give him his props right now because that man is incredible what he does. Incredible what he does. And you have been doing this, Prince TJ, since a very young age, which I am so proud of, and you know this. But has there ever been a time, where you want to end everything? I mean, end everything that you was doing and start something from scratch, something new, something nobody expected from you, because expect the unexpected, right?
Hey, it's funny because this happened to me on Late Night Hustle. It was a time I was like, oh my gosh. It was in the midst of season 2. And I'm saying the strike really made me view what's ahead of me. That strike, that break really made me look and realize the real. And so I was thinking over the strike. I've been thinking, I've been prepping, I've been doing everything I could over the strike. And one thing that made me realize is life is too short to sit. Why wait if you can do it now?
There you go.
When Late Night Hustle came around, I was having doubts. I was having all kinds of doubts. I was like, nobody's going to like this. This is not going how I wanted to. This is not the vision I had for Late Night Hustle. What the heck is happening to this show? And so that's when I was like, I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel. Let's just go ahead and close off and end it all. Let's start over if we can. And Brian, no, we can't start over now. Season 2, we can't start over. But I just wanted to end it all, close it, go into a new chapter. And that's what I did really this whole year. That's what I've been doing I've been focusing this year, 2024. I've been focusing on me lately. 2023, I was worrying about everybody else. 2023, I was worried, is he good? Is she good? Is he good? Is she good? Are they good? Now, is Prince TJ good? That's what is Prince TJ good? That's what I've been doing now. That's what you need to do when you've been thinking about everybody else, when you've been worrying about him and that, her, she, how, everybody else. You forget about yourself. Yeah. So I forgot myself last year. And so now I'm rebranding me, and this is me. This is my year. So.
And I am so very happy that you are focusing on yourself this year because, before you have to get to everybody else, you have to within yourself first. And I'm glad you are doing that this year. So Bravo
And
to
as I
you.
say, that's why when we first started off this year, I don't know why I'm moving my hand like this, but the first day of this year, I announced my own show because I feel this year's gonna be about Prince TJ. Prince TJ gonna have his own show. So Prince TJ show this fall. Okay, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Love it. So you guys don't go away because we have more with Prince TJ in our daytime exclusive right after this.
Hey fam, scan the QR code on your screen to visit our TikTok. Keep it here. Damian returns in a moment.
Because when you're going through a lot, it has an impact not only on you but your surroundings. And I always preach, don't take your emotions out on others. But when you're kind of going through your own thing, it's like kind of hard, because when you're going through something, it's kind of like, dang, bro, like it's hard. It's just dealing with a lot, man. Oh my god. Look, I was saying, it's hard when you're not going through something and you tell people don't bring out your emotions on other people. It's kind of hard than when you're actually going through it, because when you're actually going through it, it's like, don't you see I'm going through something? Oh wait, you don't know that I'm going through it. And that's the thing about being nonchalant. That's the thing about being nonchalant, because you'll be like, hey, why are you talking to me this way? Don't you know this type of topic hits me differently? Oh wait, you don't know because I haven't told you, because I am a nonchalant person. Sometimes that is okay. If you think you can do it on your own, then go ahead and do it on your own. But not everybody is the same. Some people need emotional support. Some people need emotional support, and others think they can do it on their own. And I am one of those people. I do it on my own. So, oh God. You never know what anybody's going through, and you just need to take it. Can't even speak, man. You just need to take into consideration of people's feelings and people's thoughts, and they may look happy and delighted and may look like life is peaches and ice cream, but it's just
We are back with Prince TJ, everyone.
Everybody.
All right. Now, back last year on your podcast, Behind the Hustle, you reveal your biggest secret, and you shock us all, including myself over here, because as I was listening to it, oh gosh, David, don't get emotional. As I was listening to it, I got emotional during it, listening to it, and I could not stop crying because of what you have, because I didn't think that my good friend, Prince TJ, was going through that at the time that you was. And I totally missed all of the signs, literally. So let me ask you this again, Prince TJ. Why did you feel that you were ready to talk about your emotions, and why right now?
It was because, that episode that I've done, I feel it was time to speak up because I said that podcast is going to be real, the real me. It's not going to be Prince TJ, but it's going to be Tyrell Christian. Oh, did I say that on national television? But it's going to be the real me. It's not Prince. Okay, Prince TJ is somebody, the fun and laughter person that you see on television. Somebody that you see on The Educators, or somebody that you see on Late Night Hustle. You know, the fun little old me. But Tyrell is me. Is the real me, is, someone who's been struggling for many of years with his mental. And, I can talk about it now because, thank God that it's over. Thank God it's past, and we're as we move into a new year. I learned that speaking on past topics doesn't mean you can go back and, revisit your situations. It just means that you're ready to talk about it now, that you're ready to speak about the real now, So I did that podcast episode because I felt ready that the world needed to know on what the other side of Prince TJ was going through. So.
And I applaud you for that, truly, because, right after that episode aired, I shared to you, I posted this on social media saying, Prince TJ, thank you for your vulnerability of opening up as a young Black man in this episode. You have inspired me so much, and I'm glad to call you a dear friend of mine. I love you, bro. And I truly mean that. I really do. Because, gosh, I'm not trying to get emotional. Because it's real.
Yeah.
It's real. And I never imagined that you was going through the things that you was going through. And like I said earlier, I missed those signs because I myself been through my own battles. And I know, what signs to look out for, this and that. But when you were going through it, I feel like, and you're going to disagree, but I feel like that I have let you down as my dear friend. Because, I always joke around you. You get on my nerves. You're this and that. But at the end of the day, I care about you. You are my friend. I have your back. You always have mine. And I feel like at that time that I let you down. That's what I feel like.
But I don't feel that way because I know I was playing character at that time. I was playing Prince TJ, on screen. But when the cameras turned off, I was still playing Prince TJ and didn't know how to turn my real self back on until the cameras actually turned off. Until okay, and this is exactly. And I saw a social media video of somebody doing this, and this is how it reflects on me. So watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. They come in, they go, "Welcome to the Prince TJ Show," or "Welcome to Damian. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, yes, yes. Woo, I'm gonna have a great show." And then you go, "Well, thank you all so much for being here today. We had a great time. I'm feeling good. Y'all feeling good. Woo! See y'all next time on Damian. Bye." Hey, 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 hey. Do all your promos, do what you need to do. And then as soon as the camera's cut, go, "Woo! Oh Lord Jesus. Oh my goodness. Hey, I need to go somewhere. I need to go to the doctor. I need therapy." Or something like that. Yeah, hold on, wait a minute. I just took off my
It's real. It's absolutely real.
It's real. And I've witnessed that before. And I've actually done that before. Where you get on camera and you have a fake moment real quick, and then as soon as those cameras cut, you're back to reality.
Back to reality.
And it's like, dang. I don't know. It's weird. It's odd. That's what I was doing for the longest time, even while filming, during the summertime. Whew, it was a lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot. And,
it was a lot of built up emotions coming out. And one day I just couldn't take it and just started bawling to the point where my family had to come here and be, "DJ, you okay? What's going on? Talk to us." I love a family that supports you like that, have your back like that. Be your support system, because it was really very needed at that moment. So,
and that's what you need. Someone, who's going to be there, who's going to support you. And, I'm glad, you had that back then, at that time, because I don't want to speak this, but, it's reality. What if, you didn't have, those support people behind you?
Right.
Who knows what would have happened? Who knows?
It's happened before, where, and a lot of it comes from the oldest generations of, this, of the world. The older people, they lived a different life than we did. And so much of that has affected me as a person, because it was like, the way you lived isn't the way that I'm living now. You know what I'm saying? And there was a time and a point where it was every Monday we'd have to go to our grandparents' house. To my grandmother's house, because, anyway, we had to go to my grandmother's house every Monday because my parents had work that next Tuesday. They worked at the same place, so their hours were the same time, so we had to go to our grandparents. And, living with your grandparents even for one day, for the weekend, sometimes is so draining, because all they're doing is yelling at you. All they're doing is, spewing out different things, and, "Oh, you can't do this. Oh, you can't go there. Oh, you can't," I'm just like, times are different. Times are completely different than they were back in the 70s, back in the 60s, back in the 30s. You know what I'm saying? Times are completely different. I get that there's, human trafficking. I get that there's kidnapping. I get that there's some disgusting people that live on it, but that's the world nowadays. You can't protect anybody forever. That's all I'm saying. You can't protect anybody forever. I appreciate my parents' support. I appreciate my grandparents' support, but you can't protect anybody forever. And I appreciate my parents, because I feel like my parents actually broke the family curse. And there's a lot of family curses going on, and I think that. I thank her for that, my mother, because it comes from her side of the family. So I thank her for breaking that curse. Just a little bit. She broke it just a little bit. There's still some of her family in her, but that's all I expect. That's what I expect,
Right, right, and you have to do that. You have to do that because you can't always stay stuck in the past because what some things happening in the past is not fit to do in today's world, in today's society.
Right.
Like there's new techniques, new this and that, and we gotta try to try to do that with our the generation that's coming up because
sorry.
No, go ahead.
The older generation, I think, is just they can't adapt to the change.
They can't adapt to it, right?
Our world is making a change, and we've been made a change since my grandparents were born. My great grandmother, she was born in 83. Sadly passed away. A couple of months ago now, but I'm gonna say this, and I'm just keeping it as reality. Just because they are gone doesn't mean they didn't do anything wrong to you. You know what I'm saying? And so many people take that in. So many people, oh, they're gone. I can't say anything bad about them. Now, I'm sorry, but if you done something to me and messed me up mentally or physically, then hold on, I don't care. I don't. Lord, sorry, Lord.
Right.
But the Lord was watching when you done what you did to me.
Exactly. Because you can't keep that in. You can't keep that in because literally, if you keep that in, that's literally going to destroy you. It is. It is. So
up to suicide, all that stuff. So yeah. And
true.
I say, if we're keeping it 100% real, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about it now, but I gotta say 100%. After you reached out to me after you seen that podcast episode, we fell out. We fell out after that. And we're just keeping it real right here on the show. We fell out after that. And there's been multiple times where this happened, and we were able to come back together and resolve it and come back and put it together and notice. And I think this is what happened. If we're can we be real for a minute, Damian?
Yes.
If we're being real for a minute.
That's what the show's about.
Absolutely. I think what happened is you saw somebody, I'm going to say no names now because, so you seen somebody, and I'm just speaking from what I think. You can tell me your thoughts after, but I think that after you reached out to me, there was a certain person that came in your life, and they were talking down on us after we did a certain thing to you. They were talking down on us, and you seen that person, and you fought for us, but then you turned around and you went on their side and started fighting against us. And I think recently you came around and you revamped yourself, and you came around and you said, hold on, wait a minute. I'm going back and I'm looking at this, and this ain't right. I'm letting somebody that's new come into my life and put me against some people that I've known for over 2 years now. And I think that's what happened. Tell me if I'm wrong. Correct me.
You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Because I was letting, that person like literally dictate my life to some extent. And y'all know I don't like people try to dictate onto your life, right? But that's what I was letting that person do to me. Because at that point, honestly, we're going to keep it real. Honestly, I just really didn't care, honestly, no more. I didn't. I just didn't. But then once, that thing had happened, I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay, okay. What you're not going to do is talk about my friends, my good friends that I have known for 2 years. You're not going to do that. I don't care. You can say whatever about me. I don't care. But what you're not going to do is twist around and talk bad about my friends that you clearly don't know because I know them the longest.
Never knew into the situation. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude. And you know what I think happened? I think that he tried to sort of manipulate and try to use you to throw at us and, try to flip you against us.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that's not going to happen because like I said, even if we try to fall out, it don't matter how long we fall out. It could be a year. We're still going to come around and resolve this thing because
absolutely,
that's what real friendship shows, and that's what a real brotherlyhood shows. And so, forever grateful for these two gentlemen, Damian and Bry. So they've always been real. So,
amen to that. Amen to that. Before we go, Prince TJ, I really want to just talk, to our fam about this here because we all know back in 2020, we all suddenly lost American dancer and choreographer. Y'all know I'm bad at pronouncing words, but we lost, you guys, Twitch.
Was that 2020?
That was 2022. Excuse me, 2022.
Okay, 2022.
And that was literally quite almost the worst day of my life, if I have to say that. Because I remember the time I was here in my room, scrolling through social media like I normally do. And I just kept on seeing Twitch name popping up, that he is dead, this and that, committed suicide. I was like, this is fake. This is fake. Like, why would people do this? And then I saw, from a source that I trusted that it was true. And I literally was frozen. I couldn't move at all. Like, my whole body was numb. And I don't know the man. But I just bawl out crying. Like I knew him. And this is a really good question to ask. What does depression looks like, in Black men? And how can we get more Black men to open up like you did on your podcast, Prince TJ?
Before I, get to that answer, I think we're going from Twitch. He brought so many joy into our homes. He brought so many laughter into our homes. He brought so much good music into our homes. Him and Ellen have made us laugh together. And so he has some good moments. And you don't know what a person is really, truly feeling until you know, right? You don't know until you truly know. And what I mean by that is you don't know what a person is feeling until they did something what Twitch done and unalive themselves. And so you don't know until you know. How can we get more Black men to open up like I did was take your time. Take your time. Don't rush into trying to share your story. Live your life. Don't try to live it by somebody else's thoughts or somebody else's opinions on how they think you should live your life. Because I've done that for a long time. And address the way certain people want me to dress, or try to think the way certain people want me to think, or try to talk the way certain people want me to. They want me to talk about hood. Yeah, but I'm like, hold on, wait a minute now. And so certain people try to call me whitewashed. But I don't think it's called whitewashed. I just think it's called I have a certain boundary for myself. You know, I have a certain what word am I trying to use? I have a certain character that I portray to the public. And so I know when it's time to be goofy. And they'll tell you, if you work with me, I know when it's time to be goofy and I know when it's time to be serious.
Yeah.
You know, I know how to control my character. I know when to be good. I know when to laugh. I know when to be good. I know when to be loud. I know when to be ratchet. I know when to be hood. You know, I just know because I have a certain boundary for myself. And so take your time to get your story out there. And don't let nobody else share your story. If you let somebody else share your story, they're going to say something and that has nothing to do with you. You know? So if I share my story, somebody would probably been like, okay, for an example, right? A couple years, you know, say this is about 30-20. Oh, found on the news, Prince TJ is now dead. You know, hate to say it, but Prince TJ is dead. And somebody is going to tell my story. But that is not the way my story goes. Don't let somebody tell the wrong story of you. Be the first one to tell your own story. That's what I'm going to say.
Thank you for that, Prince TJ. Thank you. Tell your own story. Don't let anybody else write it for you. That's spot on right there. That touched me right there when you said that. That really did. Thank you, Prince TJ, for coming. And this has been an incredible journey that you are on right now, and what today's show is all about, which is being real and vulnerable with ourselves. And thank you so much for the honor of joining the Dame Fam today, Prince TJ. Thank you so much.
Absolutely welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and we'll be right back.
Hey fam, scan the QR code on your screen to visit our website. Closed captioning and utter consideration for Damian provided by
Welcome back. We had a real amazing show today, and I want to thank my good friend Prince TJ for stopping by. Now remember, it's always okay to be vulnerable because it shows that we are not perfect at all because we're humans. Yes. And remember, little things make big things happen. See y'all next time. Bye.
Hey, 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 hey. Ooh. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh. Hey, 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 hey. I will be the best. Hate it.
We make it happen.